just saying, the Trump said the women that he did marry, he was like, they all helped him to a certain degree, so he didn't mind giving it to him. He's like, whatever, here.
Because there's a certain amount of money, like nigga, once you rich, nigga, you don't even notice it's going out of your bank. Do you know it's $100,000? Well, you probably do. You know how much money do you notice is out of your bank account, Anton? If you don't mind me asking. My bad. I'll keep it personal.
How much would have to come out of my account for me to know that it was gone?
Mm-hmm.
Which
I'll put it this
account?
way:
Which
how
account?
much? I'll be like, I ain't
The
trying to front,
business
but
account,
like,
No,
the
no,
only
no. I
one
mean,
you
we
budget
can
for.
like the doctor's office. I set up a doctor's appointment. I pay my $50 copay, and then they cancel my doctor's appointment and they didn't pay it back, and I still ain't got it back. But I ain't tripping. I ain't gonna call them and be like, "Where my $50 at?" Type shit.
So,
I
how much would
can't.
have to be gone for me to be bothered, or how much would have to be gone for me to notice? It's two different questions.
Notice.
How much would have to be gone for me to notice?
Yeah, be like, "Oh shit, what nigga? My shit like yeah." Type shit.
I notice everything, so maybe $1,000.
Okay, so bothered.
That's a different question.
Because you be like, fuck that shit, nigga. I ain't gonna
I'll
fucking
say this.
that nigga said ask a different question.
I'll say this. I got garnished. Um, well, it wasn't garnished. Let me revise that. I got a previous debt from 2008. They came and got it out of my bank account the other day. So I had a bunch of money in a particular account. I never keep money in a personal account. I show that shit all the time. And so it was a like a previous debt from like a car repossession in '08, and a lawyer came and they put a lien on the account, not a lien on the account, but basically they took it out of the account, and it was for something like, I don't remember what it was. It was for like $14,000 or something like that, and this was probably like a month and a half ago.
Shit, nigga, what's your bank account? Let me get some couple of thousand, nigga, without you noticing. You got me.
But I will say,
That nigga ain't gonna notice this quick five.
it was like for 14,000, but I noticed it because I had put like 20,000 into the account at that particular time for something particular. Um, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother
Well,
me.
there you go.
I would say an amount because I was just like, fuck it. They finally caught me, but they caught me in a great time. You know what I'm saying? Like they finally got me. Like they chased me for the last 16 fucking years, and they finally got me. But
They waited for the account builder up.
they got me, dog, in 16 years. I thought that I thought, see, my thing was, well, fuck, they can only collect for like 10 years or 12 years or something. But I guess if they get an amount, then they can renew it. It just wasn't worth even chasing down at this point because it was just like, all right, listen, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? You came and got me. Cool. And that's just real. Like I don't mind telling the real and just being real about what it is that's happening. But it wasn't nothing that bothered me. But you also talking to a person that'll go to the casino and take 40, $50,000 with me, and I ain't tripping off of it. So I think that an amount that would bother me would probably be somewhere around 200, maybe 200,000.
So this is what you do, Anton.
You put in
You
my
leave
phone number and
you
Zell
leave your
me
card.
2,500
You
next time
leave
you go
your
to the casino.
card in you leave your card in my suitcase, and
Don't look
I'll
at
go
it.
ahead and spend the 20,000, and you don't
But
have to
Mika,
worry
you've been
about
to the
none of that.
casino with me. You hung
I
out with
know,
me. So
I know,
you know how I get down.
I know. But I'm telling you just to drop the whole card. That way you don't even have to worry about taking the money out. You just drop the card in there.
I would say 200 will bother me. 100 would
Maybe
be
a little
like
too much.
100
20,000.
would be like who the fuck got to my account. 200 is like, all right, hold on, we gotta. What the fuck is happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, but everything on pause. So that would bother me. But like 10, $12,000, 14, 15, I would want to know where it came from. But I wouldn't be tripping about it if it was legit.
200, my house be paid off right now.
So, but yeah, they came and got me for like 14. I don't remember how much it was. It's like 14 grand. I was like, they finally fucking got me. And then they gonna have the nerve to update my credit, like paid off. I got seriously, I got an alert from I guess it's like Chase, what is it? Chase something alert, credit alert, credit journey or whatever. They sent me an alert like, you finally paid this off. Like, fuck, I didn't even know that shit was even on my credit, bro.
But that's I don't like when they do that, because when it's an old account, right? And they bring it back up like that, it hits your credit. That's why.
Yeah. I don't care at this point, honestly. Honest to God, I don't even give a fuck. I don't finance nothing, so I don't have nothing financed. Zero. I have zero finance. Every house is paid off. Every car is paid. Everything is paid. And the houses that I'm developing, I'm paying cash for them. So I don't give a fuck at this point. So I don't know. It's different. It's at this point, it don't even make no difference to me. So, but yeah, Chase hit me because I had put some money in the account for it. Actually, okay. So this is what happened. I had transferred some money because I never keep no money in a personal account. I transferred some money from the personal to the business account, and I was gonna issue, because on Chase you can go on there and you can issue a personal check. Like you can do a e-check, and then Chase will send the check out to the person. And I was e-checking to somebody because I wanted to send them a physical check, because for whatever reason this person didn't do Zelle or none of that stuff. So I was e-checking a person, and I wanted it to come out of that account. And so I had did it the day before, and I didn't do it the next day, and so I was just gonna do it that last day. And I was like, "Hey, where all that money for the e-check go?" And he was like, "Gotcha, bitch." So they just got lucky. So it is what it is. They said, "How they get your account info?" If they
Nigga, are you?
they
That's a
garnish
dumb
you,
question, nigga. If you, God,
if they file
got
a
all your shit.
if they file a court document to say, "Hey, I want this money or whatever," and then they send it over to, if they find out where you bank at, and which Chase obviously is the biggest bank in the country, in the world, and they
Well, they
find out
got
where you
your
bank at.
social.
Yeah, well, if they find out where you bank at, they could put a lien on your account for whatever is in your
Nigga,
account.
once you get a judgment, nigga, all your personal shit's off limits, nigga. They can find anything they fucking want.
Yeah, yep. So yep.
My
I
homeboy,
got.
that happened to him, man. He was he had his own business, and whenever he turned in his documents for child support,
Mm-hmm,
given the amount of money he made, he only had to pay this girl like what, I think maybe $400 a month.
mm-hmm.
Anyway, they found his car and they got his tag and they ran his finance application and saw how much money he actually made.
Mm-mm.
That nigga said it went from 450 to 1450. I was
Shit.
like, fuck.
Nah, I wouldn't trip off of that. Like, if I had to give somebody, let's say for example, all right. So we going back to the whole Cardi B divorce thing, right? So let's say, if, for example, if I got to pay a chick $5,000 a month, I'm chill off that. All right, you good? I ain't tripping off that. Like on some child support shit, I give her 5,000 a month. I'm cool with that. 'Cause for me, that's almost like, hey, she just on the payroll. Like just add her to the payroll with the rest of the people that I got to pay. My problem is that I'm territorial, so I feel like if I'm giving you $5,000 a month, then nobody should have access to you but me. Because if you taking my $5,000 a month and you spending it having fun and getting dressed up for another nigga, that's gonna bother me.
Hell yeah, that's a problem.
That's my issue. My issue ain't the money. My issue is the fact that you leveraging what it is that if we was to break up and I put you, and okay, you can have a house, you know what I'm saying, and you can go out. I want you to have a nice place to live because my kid house paid off. You can get the crib. That way you ain't under no stress. Take care of my kid or whatever. But then I found out that another nigga was in my house. That's a fucking problem for me. So I'm not tripping off of the money and none of that shit. I'm tripping off of the fact that I'm territorial. I'm very territorial. I'm territorial like a fucking primal animal, bro. Like what? Who was over there? I don't like that shit, bro. That bothers me. That will bother me. It's not the money. It's the access.
Hmm.
Because I'm still coming over. Like I'm gonna come over whenever the fuck I want. Like I hooked you up, but this is if you don't want it, then you got to if you don't want this access, that's my thing with the whole prenup. I still need to make sure that I have governance over you. I'm so territorial. I'm territorial. I'm territorial over y'all. And I don't know like, oh, y'all gotta because you know me. I never tell y'all what to do or nothing like that. I always like, hey, how can I help or whatever. But I'm protective over y'all. Like, no, you can't say shit about Quinn. You can't say shit about Mika. Don't say shit about Q. Don't say nothing about Slimmy. Like, I'm very, very like I'm not a micromanager or nothing like that. I'm like, hey, get y'all shit off. But I'm very like protective over y'all. Like, I don't even want y'all unless y'all doing an interview somewhere. I don't want y'all on nobody else's panel so they could take advantage of y'all, take advantage of y'all greatness. Fuck that. Hey, let's figure out how we can make it work over here. What you need, and we can figure it out. But I'm very very territorial. I'm very I look at other people's panels sometimes, and I'm even reluctant to even let people call in and come up on my panel because I seen they didn't been over on other people's shit, and it wasn't on no promotional stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I'm coming over here to try to get it up and get it run it up. I'm like, nah, I can't. I ain't fucking with them. Cause you for the like I look at panelists like I look at women like y'all you for the streets. I do, bro. I look at panel hoppers like like bustos or like chicks that's for the street. Oh, okay, they can, what up though? I ain't cool. I ain't got no problem with you, but you can't fuck with us because we special.
But I noticed another thing too, though.
I don't make nobody sign nothing, DJ Ace. I'm gonna come to you, Slimmy. But let me just say this: I don't make nobody sign nothing. I don't force it. I never want to force anybody to do something that they don't want to do. If at any point, anybody was like, you know what, Anton, I need to move on, or Anton, I want to do something else. I will never restrict somebody from doing something. I'm just gonna feel some type of way if I see people prostituting themselves out.
It ain't. But another thing is though, most panels they not like this. They chaotic, man.
But this ain't no panel. This like us kicking it as
Yeah,
friends.
yeah,
This is like a crew.
yeah. Like panel.
Just for
Man.
y'all, if you know, you know. They say this is a big rich town.
What is that? What does that mean?
5 minutes
If
to
you know, you know, nigga.
5 minutes to
five,
what?
5 minutes to
The new
College.
college.
episode. The new episode just started.
Oh, I don't know what y'all talking about.
This living
I
dude.
don't. I don't watch. See, I don't watch this version that Quinn be talking about. I watch the one with that's based around Canaan, raising Canaan. That's my favorite one. Like, but
Yeah.
I can't deal with this one.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm
I
I'm
have
I'm chilling. Like I don't know. And it don't mean that people can't go and promote themselves. I'm all for people going and promoting themselves and stuff like that. But I see people that then fell the fuck off from rocking with me, and now I see them on some of this other shit
they
trying to.
fucking disappear, nigga. Like they're nowhere to be found, nigga.
Yeah. So yeah.
Man, whatever happened to patriarchy? That nigga disappeared.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't
That
know.
dude, that nigga had the
I have no
Hey
idea.
man, I ain't gonna
you
lie,
you
man.
don't
That
know him,
dude,
but it was
that
this
dude.
guy, nigga. Like that nigga had jokes. He was smart as fuck, but
Yeah, I was about to say
he
though,
didn't know
that
how
dude
to
was
tone
well
that shit
spoken.
down.
He was
Yeah,
he
I
was
tried.
well spoken.
I tried to coach him through it, and he resisted it. And you know me, I'd
There's
be like,
there's
all right.
something about a smart, funny nigga. You can't fuck with them niggas if they know what they doing. That
It's a lot of talented people out here, bro. It's a lot of really talented people,
nigga
but a lot
terrible.
of people miss their shot. They miss their opportunity, and they not coachable. That's the problem with most people is that they not. You
That
can't tell
nigga
them
could
nothing.
have. That nigga could have. You just too, and you can't be angry at the people paying your bills, nigga.
You can't. You can't.
That nigga cuss out his whole chat and shit.
There's a lot of people that I've run across on these content creation streets that I couldn't fuck with because they just like I would be like, hey man, listen, this is what you need to do, or hey man, I'll make you an offer or whatever, and so on and so forth. And they like, fuck you, I can do it on my own. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I like
Have
it.
fun.
Niggas.
Because there's more to it than just being talented. There's more to it than just being good. It's a lot more to this shit, and a lot of people don't understand it. But I just be like, all right, and I just keep it moving.
Yeah, that dude really intelligent and well
Nigga, you
spoken.
know when he got on somebody, nigga, you was about to be rolling, and that nigga did not give a fuck.
Yeah, and then the problem with it, like, but the problem with him, like, he would go dark,
Yeah,
and you can't go that dark because he
yeah,
would
you
say
got
some
Yeah,
shit that's not friendly for the YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, hey man, hold on, bro, you can't go that
that
dark.
dude would go way too far. He go way too far in the roasting though too. He'd immediately go like left.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
was just it wasn't no slowing down for that nigga, man. It was just like all the way left. It was just like, oh, I fucked your grandmother type shit. It's like, yo, what?
yeah.
Who's Daniel?
that's funny.
I forgot his. It's some patriarchy. I forgot his real name. Man,
Eric,
that dude, man, man, that nigga was.
It was
That's a
cool.
wild
It was
dude, but
cool
he's
though.
he's very smart.
that's what
He's
got it.
very
That nigga was funny. You couldn't like that nigga was gonna put you in your place and got facts.
yeah.
He
It
had
was like
Mike supremacy.
people would struggle to challenge him. People
That
would
too.
He
struggle
That
to
would
nigga had
have,
challenge.
but he would
loud
have
ass
a
trucker
really good
mic.
mic too. He had a really good mic. I don't know how he did it, but he had really good microphone supremacy.
Yeah,
That shit.
that
That nigga
motherfucker
had
was
one of them trucker
loud.
mics, nigga, on point.
That motherfucker was loud, smart, right, and he could roast you. Like he just wasn't good. He not good for your YouTube though, man. Like he gonna say some patriarchy strikes back. Yeah, that's his name. That nigga just not. He gonna say some shit that'll get your channel struck, like for
Yeah,
sure,
for
because
real.
he knows a lot.
Yep,
He know the real shit too.
yep.
He gonna say that real
You
shit.
can't talk about the people who wear the little hats. You gotta leave
Yeah,
them niggas.
exactly. Yeah.
Can't talk
He know
about them
all.
niggas.
Exactly.
You better
He,
leave them
That
niggas
nigga would
alone.
be saying some wild shit, and then
You
he
know they gotta
Candace
say
Owens'
their
daughter.
name,
He
nigga, but we
Candace
know
Owens'
y'all
daughter.
know who I'm talking about.
he
Yep.
started going on people's channels and shit. Like he would pick a channel, pick this person's channel, pick that person's channel, and it was like he started making rounds, and then he started making enemies everywhere. I was like, all right, I can't do this shit. Because see, it's one thing to not like somebody or not care for their content, and it's another thing to go and beef with everybody. That shit is wild, bro.
That's a lot of people on YouTube, though.
Yeah. Yep. Let me get my dog Angry Man in here. I want to get his thoughts before we get up out of here. Hold on, let me see. Let me see.
I bought a T-shirt from Angry Man.
You brought a T-shirt from AM.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my shit. My shit is off like a mud. Let's go AM. Let's go Mika. Let's get my dog Slimmy. What up, AM?
What's good? What's good with y'all?
What's
Chilling,
the
chilling, bro.
word?
Just slow motion, chilling.
Word. I see y'all over here talking about that Negro Eric Adams just got indicted.
Yeah, he did get indicted. What do you think about that? Especially be a person that understand the New York landscape.
I knew it was gonna happen as soon as he got elected.
Yeah, they've been after him for a long time.
I knew it was gonna happen as soon as he got elected. Like I really don't like his stance on a lot of stuff. I don't really like his politics or whatever. But they trying their best to hide it. But that nigga's linked up with Diddy.
Oh, you know who else he linked up with?
Who that?
That pastor, the dude that got indicted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
The flashy pastor.
Mm-hmm. The one that got robbed.
Nick,
Yeah.
that's the worst phone call you ever get for your lawyer is when they said you got indicted.
Well, he's the first mayor in New York history to get indicted while he's mayor.
Yeah, he
Oh
is.
yeah, because that Cuomo nigga left. He was out of there by the time he got in trouble, didn't he?
Yeah, he got up out of there. You know his brother's over there. His brother's somewhere live right now talking.
News Network or
Chris
something. Is
Cuomo.
that what it's?
Yeah,
Chris.
Chris Cuomo.
Yeah,
He's somewhere.
Lamore Whitehead, that was his name.
Yeah,
Lamore
out of there.
Whitehead dressed like Poppy Chulo, the one that Queen
Yeah.
stuff.
With the knee pads. You see that nigga with the knee pads, Angry? Show the knee pads.
Hey, but he a pastor though. He was a pastor.
That nigga had shoulder and knee pads, nigga. Shit.
Crazy. 'Cause you know the mayor, he was in the police force for a minute. So he was in the police force through the 80s into the 90s. So to think that, he didn't have no connections with
who? That's like Andrew Tate on Power. That nigga was in the police force and then became the mayor of New York, nigga. On Power, nigga.
Yeah.
Funny.
They've been on Twitter posting pictures of Lorenz Tate. Talking about
Yep.
New York going. He's like, yo, this is a whole episode of Power going
Power,
on.
yeah, it is. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think to get into politics, you got to be super clean.
Yeah.
You got to be super clean with your intent, like with the way that you move. Like you cannot move on some grimy
It's like
shit.
I think
Visibility,
it's just the
like even
opposite.
being on YouTube, nigga, you can't be on YouTube with a sketchy pass because niggas gonna find that shit.
Oh,
But I think it's
and
just
they
the
gonna
opposite.
air it out.
Why you say it's the opposite, Mika?
Because you can't be clean and be in any of those industries because they gotta have something on you in order to be able to move like that.
Well, it depends.
Otherwise,
It depends on if you playing ball, right? If you playing ball and you're a part of the establishment, then you saying, yeah, we all rocking together, then that's one thing. But if you're not playing ball and they got something on you, then it becomes a little different.
yeah.
I
but if
think
you
the
playing
problem with
ball,
most people is that very few
you're
people.
gonna end up with something on you because they're gonna want you to come to these events and these events. And I go to some of the Congressional Black Caucus events. And these people, yeah. So I can only imagine what the higher upper ones. Yeah, it's crazy.
I can't. I used to think that at one point I would do some kind of something political, but I just can't see it at this point, bro.
Yeah.
I know too much, and I just don't think that it's too hard to get change to happen. It's too hard to convince people. So
Yeah, when I was doing the street conservative talking politics, everybody was like, "Angry man, you should run for some public office." I'm like, bro, I done said too much on YouTube for that. There's no way.
Be like in 1999, Angry Man called a woman a bitch.
you know what? I get reached out to by, especially now, I get reached out to by a lot of people politically and stuff like that. And I preface it because I'm ethical, right? So I'll tell them
Yeah.
and I'll say, hey, listen, you don't want my endorsement. You just want me to advocate for you. Trust me. And they be like, why not? But like, listen, I you don't want me to you don't want them to tie you to me. Seriously. And there's been some, and I ain't saying no names. There's been some really powerful people. I say, yeah, well, I'll do an interview with you, but you don't want that smoke with me. If this the image that you're trying to portray, I'm a motherfucking savage, bro. Like I say shit. So listen, I'm just gonna tell you.
You don't think that's in with Trump? With
Huh?
Trump being, I said, with Trump being how he is, you don't think that's in?
No, it is in. However, it doesn't mean that is their target demographic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They may have a demographic of people. You know what I'm saying? That might fuck them up. It ain't gonna fuck me up. It's gonna fuck them up though.
Mm.
They looking at my popularity. They looking at my visibility. They not looking at how it upsets the establishment that they already serve, the community that they already serve. So you got to be careful with that shit. So I just tell people, I just be like, hey, listen, you know,
Do
I'm
you
quick to
think
be on
people
my
want the
Quentin.
clean politician now?
Come again?
Do you think people still want the squeaky clean perception of that type of politician, or they're just like, look, as long as you're gonna do what you're gonna do, you can just talk like Trump.
I think that it depends. Again, I think it depends. I think that everybody panders to their demographic because they pandering for votes.
Yeah.
They got to tell people what they want to hear for votes. I think it would be very difficult for a person like me to ever get elected because I'm very just matter of fact, and I wouldn't compromise it. I wouldn't
Yeah,
compromise. So I would just
that
say what I really thought.
that's my thing. Like when you said like people are super clean, like I think those are the type of people that should just stay out of politics. Fuck that shit. Like
Yeah,
you gotta be too dirty. Your hands eventually gotta get dirty.
I don't think so,
that's
Sonny.
what I was saying.
No. They
Mm-mm.
gotta get dirty.
I don't
You
think so.
gotta get dirty if you want to make a change. Because the only way for a politician to get something done is one hand has to wash the other. That's the only way. The only way to get something done is you
If
got
you
to do
get
a favor
PAC
for
money,
somebody else.
it's already dirty.
It's only because it's too much money involved.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is like in order to get something to actually, in order to get something positive done, like say for instance, just somebody wants to get a highway, they want to get the roads on a highway fixed. You got to grease the palms of all these contractors. Any of that shit comes out, it's deemed as a crime.